Milo, is that you?
There, I think I got it.
Hello, this is Tony Cook, editor of Model Railroad News Magazine, welcoming you to the AML Model Railroad News podcast for August 3rd, 2018. In the July 20th podcast, you heard about a coming first-generation 4-axle diesel locomotive model that was coming to HO, Rapido Train's RS-11 and RS-18 project. That prototype competed with EMD's highly popular GP9. There's an all-new Jeep 9 project coming to tell you about. I'll have that news after our trivia question. EMD's Jeep 9, introduced in 1954, saw more than 4,000 examples sold to a variety of railroads. What U.S. road purchased the most Jeep 9s? I'll have your answer, plus train show news, after the news. The seemingly ever-expanding mainline series of Walthers HO-scale models will soon have a GP9 among its diesel offerings. The recently announced Jeep 9 will feature Phase 2 body characteristics with a chopped nose. These lower short hoods were common features for later life service Jeep 9s. The Walthers mainline chopped nose Jeep 9 will debut with 6 road names and will include no footboards on its rear pilot and a small plow-type pilot on front, and will be offered with and without dynamic brake details. The 6 roads in the first production will include Burlington Northern, wearing a 1970s Cascade Green livery, Canadian Pacific in a contemporary solid red with the road name spelled out on its long hood example, Chicago Northwestern in stagecoach yellow and green with the Herald on the long hood, the Milwaukee Road representing a GP20 rebuild, a contemporary Norfolk Southern in black with white lettering, and a red and gray Wisconsin and Southern model. The coming chop-nose Jeep 9s decorated for Milwaukee and Wisconsin and Southern will lack dynamic brake details. The others will all come with dynamic brake blister detail. The model will be offered with ESU sound and DCC for about $200, and standard DC versions will retail for about $140 and will come with a 21-pin socket for decoder installation. Walthers will offer a GP9 detail kit for $11.98 that will provide grab irons and lift rings to enhance the appearance of this new HO diesel model. Undecorated GP9s in this mainline series production will include interchangeable dynamic brake sections to allow modelers to produce either brake option on custom-painted projects. A May 2019 arrival is announced for this all-new Walthers mainline HO-scale chop-nose GP9. Do you have an answer to who owned the most GP9s? The Chesapeake and Ohio bought 363 examples of EMD's GP9, making its roster the largest in the U.S. originally for this mid-50s 4-axle diesel. Other roads that owned more than 300 GP9s included Canadian National, Illinois Central, and Norfolk and Western. Coming train shows to be aware of: August 18th is the date for Prescott Valley's annual Beat the Heat model train swap meet. The train show will feature a demonstration layout, raffles, freebies for kids, and more than 90 vendors selling trains and related items. The show is presented by the Central Arizona Model Railroad Club from 9 to 3 at the Liberty Traditional School in Prescott Valley, Arizona. Also happening Saturday, August 18th, as well as Sunday the 19th, you can take a ride behind an 040 steam locomotive on a 2-mile round trip on the Rochester and Genesee Valley Railroad Museum. In addition to the train ride, you'll be able to see a blacksmith demonstration, listen to live music, see the museum's exhibits, and more. Find out all the details by visiting rochestertrainrides.com. Be sure to join me, Tony Cook, editor of Model Railroad News, for the next edition of the AML Model Railroad News podcast. Model Railroad News' August 2018 edition is now available and features Athearn's Genesis SD70s decorated for Conrail and Norfolk Southern on its cover. Find out about these HO releases by reading Ryan Crawford's in-depth examination of the prototypes and the new models. The latest edition of HO Collector features Athearn's Hustler Diesel on its cover. Inside this third quarter 2018 edition of HO Collector, you'll read about this classic model and its variations, as well as its copies. Visit shop.whiteriverproductions.com for more information on Model Railroad News, HO Collector, and the many other fine publications available from White River Productions. For more podcast fun, A Modeler's Life website is a place to start. You'll find AML on the web at amodelerslife.com. That's with one L, not two, like lifelike. And don't forget to visit AML's Facebook at facebook.com/modelerslife.
It's another Lincoln Homer.